Impressive.
Yeah, and then they gave us that afterwards.
That's why Hong Kong police. You are Hong Kong police. 2月嘅時候，我就走咗丹麥哥本哈根一轉，一般港星做嘅嘢啦，新年啊登下台派下利是咁啦，亦都順道走訪咗北歐最大多元文化組織 Copenhagen Pride 嘅總部。一見到該會主席阿 Lars 咧，佢就遞咗嚿香港警察阿加力膠俾我喎。原來香港警察咧比我更早走咗哥本哈根一轉，佢哋仲直闖係直佬勇闖1年1度嘅哥本哈根同志大遊行，觀摩當地警察喺遊行當日點樣維持秩序，將學到嘅用返喺香港同志大遊行。完事後就送咗一個致謝阿加力膠牌俾 Copenhagen Pride 以示謝意。哇！真係估佢哋唔到啊！呢筆公帑我俾得嘅啊！I'm so glad that to have Lars, the chairman of Copenhagen Pride, with me today. How are you, Lars?
I'm wonderful.
Yeah,
we had a champagne. We had a champagne reception at my house last night. So
I thought
and it lasted into the morning.
Yeah.
So
oh yeah, that's a good atmosphere.
Yes. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Champagne for everyone!
I realized that Copenhagen Pride was founded in 1996. If
Yes.
I'm wrong, please correct me.
No, it's
right?
true.
Because I found it on online, the information. Yeah, Wikipedia is correct.
Yes.
So, can you tell me a bit more about the formation and the evolution from 1996 to now 2019?
Well, first of all, it's important to say that there's been LGBT work being done in Denmark and in Copenhagen way before 1996. Our national LGBT organization was founded in 1948.
Wow, that
so
early.
It goes back that far. And since the 1970s, there have been like Christopher Street Day going on in Copenhagen, but a pride in the modern sense of the word, like what we have now, was founded in 1996. We had Europride 1996. That was sort of the starting point of the what you could call the modern pride movement in Copenhagen. And of course, that was a big thing because it was Europride. And then already the next year, Pride was a lot smaller and on a lot smaller budget, and then we sort of worked from there. In a sense, 1997 was the first real year, and then we moved from there. And now we are the biggest festival in Copenhagen, and last year we had around 450,000 participants.
That's so impressive.
That's a lot for Copenhagen. I mean, probably for a big city like Hong Kong, it doesn't.
We have nothing but just population, okay? We have nothing but just population, okay? We have nothing but just population, okay? How many we have? We have almost like 8 million people.
Yes, that's more than we have in the entire country.
Of course.
We keep thinking, how can it keep growing? Because we are so few people. More and more people want to join and can see the impact we have and also want to support the values that we work for. And that's a really good thing.
When I participate, I was like, wow, so amazing, because this is something we never imagined in Hong Kong, like can develop like this. Yeah. No, maybe in 100 years.
Oh, it can go a lot faster than that, let's hope.
I won't be here anymore.
And we do a lot of things during the year. We do about 50 things during the year.
Yeah.
For example, we have a Christmas where it's free to join for people who don't have family. So we make a Christmas Eve here where we volunteer to cook and we find the sponsors for it. And that sort of community service is also part of the work that Copenhagen Pride does.
Oh, so that means actually like every month or even every week got happenings.
Yeah.
If divided by that, right?
Yes.
Wow, so busy. So speaking of the Winter Pride week, when did it happen? When did it start?
I think this year is the 5th year. And it started out very small with just 5 organized events just to test it out. And Winter Pride is a very different affair from Summer Pride because Summer Pride is out in the streets, it's huge concerts, it's the parade and everything. But Denmark is a little bit cold and wet in the winter. Or in winter, Danes tend to stay inside.
Yes.
And we do that with Winter Pride too. We sort of turn the scope inwards on the community, and it's very much based on human rights talks, debates, workshops, international artists and activists. Yes, to make ourselves more
like
knowledgeable.
Intellectual,
Yes.
yeah, that's what I realized.
Yes.
Because I actually attend another academic talk, so intellectual, and then got some more deep thinking
Exactly.
in the issue of the LGBT society.
Yes.
It's not like normal summer parade can offer.
No.
Yeah, it's like doing two big things in a year for like these pride events is quite unique. So how did you guys come up with it?
Well, mostly because we like Pride so much.
Okay,
that
that's
we were
it.
like,
The passion.
Yes.
Initiative.
That we were like, every year when we finish Summer Pride, we were like going, it's a year away now. So
depressed.
We want another Pride. Pride should never
Pride
stop.
after Pride.
Yes, exactly.
Non-stop Pride. Yeah. Like, so how about the support from the government? I mean, for the whole Pride thing, not only Winter Pride or Summer Pride. Back home, we have such a minimal support from our government. So when it comes to this issue, it always comes to our concern. So
Yes.
I would like to, what's the situation of
we actually enjoy very, very broad support from both sides of the political
so
spectrum.
Jealous.
So LGBT inclusion and working for LGBT equality is not a debated issue. It's something that everybody agrees on
Right,
in Denmark.
human rights.
Yes, whether you're a socialist or
Yeah.
you're on the right side of the aisle, this is an agreed upon topic. The city supports Copenhagen Pride financially also. And for our World Pride in 2021, the government just put us on the state budget.
Whoa.
With money. So financially we get a lot of support, but also we have every leader of a party in Parliament march in our parade. We had the Prime Minister speak on Pride Square last year. We've had members of the royal family march in the parade. And so at all levels of Danish society, people support Pride and want to participate and also support the work that we do. So, I mean, on that we can't really complain. We are listened to, and we're also asked to sort of join the political debate in the sense that when laws need to be changed or they need input, we are as an NGO invited into that work by the government to give our opinion, and they can use our knowledge on LGBT issues to make sure that LGBT is also included, that aspect in legislation.
Also respectful.
It's very respectful.
So sounds like there are no obstacles or barriers at all. Is that true?
Well, compared to many places, I think you could say that we are quite far. And we now have a legislation that is 95-97% equal level. There are a few things that still need to be changed, but not so many. But I mean, changing a law doesn't necessarily change the mind of the individual person. So in order to change the law, we just need to have 50% of Parliament convinced. But to change the mindset of the entire population, that we are 5.5 million people in Denmark, so that actually requires 5.5 million conversations. So it takes a little bit longer, and there are still people in Denmark who don't understand the LGBT challenges and find it a little bit difficult to accept LGBT people. But I mean, it's becoming less and less. And I think because we're a small country, everybody knows somebody who's LGBT. So it's also becoming more and more difficult to not know anything about it or to not have it as part of your personal life. And once people have a colleague at work, or it's their own son, or it's their cousin, or whatever, their school teacher, whatever, then you can't really have prejudices because you know a person, instead of thinking that you know something about LGBT people because you don't know them.
How about the discrimination issue here in Denmark or in Copenhagen? Of course, I'm addressing straight people discriminating LGBT. How's the situation here?
I would say in Copenhagen we don't really experience that to any large extent. There will be the occasional hate-related crime.
Mostly,
yeah, but
right?
it's mostly when people are out during the night time and have had something to drink, and then maybe people use another person's sexuality or gender identity against them and commits a hate-related crime. But in Copenhagen per se, it's a very friendly environment.
Yeah.
People treat LGBT people the same as they do other people. Of course, the further you move away from Copenhagen, the knowledge or acceptance becomes maybe a little bit less.
Right.
Also for Pride, we haven't had people come out and demonstrate against Pride or that sort of organized opposition. People tend to, if they don't want to participate in Pride, they just stay home.
I mean, as long as they are not behaving like extremely, that's cool. And also, you're being the chairman of Copenhagen Pride for like 6 years now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's quite a long time, right? Because
you make me feel old.
No, long time doesn't mean old. It means mature,
Yes.
experienced,
True.
sophisticated.
Okay,
Any terms?
I'm
Any
with
terms?
you again. Yes.
You must have been through so many ups and downs. Yeah.
Well, mostly ups actually. We've been on
I'm so
a
happy
very
to hear that.
yes. It's been a wonderful experience. That's also, of course, while I'm still here, I have gained a lot of knowledge and a lot of friends, a lot of allies. I think Copenhagen Pride is being listened to in a different way than we were 5 or 6 years ago. The organization is stronger now than it was 5 or 6 years ago. There is this broad consensus that Copenhagen Pride is important for Copenhagen, and that even from a political perspective, they want Pride to be here. It's something that they support. Copenhagen Pride is very aware of our international obligations, also engaging with the world around us, because there are so many LGBT activists out there who have a lot more difficult circumstances to work under than we do. So therefore we are also very engaged in international work. And that has gained me so many friends from around the world that amaze me and inspire me all the time because of their courage and their zeal and their continued work. That to say that we've had downs, I mean, that would be not only lying, but it would also be a little bit arrogant, I think. And now we're looking at a World Pride in 21. I mean, it seems the sky's the limit.
How do you perceive diversity, and how important is it to your culture?
And inclusion and diversity is a core value for us. Our hashtag for the event is You're Included. And that means that inclusion for me and diversity means that you actually, in the planning of an event or the planning of your everyday life, assume that people who are different from you and who have different needs from you will come and participate. And that means that before somebody comes who says, I can't participate because, and let's just take an example, I'm in a wheelchair, I can't get up the stairs, or whatever. Before they come and have a problem participating, I as an organizer should have thought about their reality and their identities, and in my planning make sure that when they come they will have no problems. So that's diversity for me, to assume that people who are different from me will come and attend my event, and plan accordingly so that when they come they can see that I thought about them when I planned.
Well said. Seriously, diversity to us is quite narrow. Diversity should not be narrow.
It's for everybody, and
not only a sexual orientation,
not sexual gender identity. It's also ethnic origin. It's religion. It's bodily capabilities. We have to think in all, because we're all, at the end of the day, we're individual. There are things I can do, you cannot. There are things you can do, I cannot. So we're all individual. We can't group people together in categories. When we start generalizing about people and saying all people who are gay are the same, or all people who are in a wheelchair are the same, then we have a problem. Yes.
Individuality, right?
It's so important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, Lars. So inspiring talk.
And thank you for being here.
Pleasure all mine. Thanks again for having me, and hope to see you guys real soon. I really like Copenhagen. 我真係中意哥本哈根，唔係話扮客氣講下。嗱，先唔好講佢有皇室照啊，所有性大眾性小眾一視同仁。正係阿 Lars 嘅一句 LGBT inclusion and working for LGBT equality isn't a debate issue， 就當頭棒喝啦，無需要爭論，拗乜啫拗，呢啲先係人住嘅地方咯。之所以哥本哈根其實生活指數唔低㗎，但係多年嚟被多次選為全球最宜居城市，淨係呢個包容共存嘅價值觀就已經喺返晒度啦。 香港食屎啊，雖然唔係今日嘅事，但係唔係話食下就會慣嘅呢？我唔慣咯。屎唔係我嚟食㗎，係我嚟屙㗎，有冇常識㗎？香港作為一個國際大都會，捍衛多元是必然吧？我以為咯。當今好多性大眾，即係直人啦，冇啊，人生中係冇呢個基本概念㗎。咁又唔會話突然死亡嘅。不過呢，我想同有細路嘅直人講，留意返啦，你依家啲仔女細未知啫，大啲啦，你估一定係直㗎。異性戀同幸福一樣，笨唔係必然嘅，嘻嘻，睇路啊！I broke the mic. I broke the mic. Hi. Oh, is he a back?
其實我知道你今次呢個 show 唔止喺香港搞嘅，
係
即係衝出國際嘅。
梗係啦，打入荷里活靠呢單啊，真係。
冇錯啦，我咁喺唔同國家啦，會唔會都講翻嗰個國家啲嘢咧？
會㗎。嗱，其實咧而家暫定咗有4個地方嘅，我自己個 surprise feedback 翻嚟咧，有歐洲同澳洲嘅。咁我第一站去哥本哈根，我係未去過哥本哈根，即係丹麥。一去就做 show 啦，我真係好勁，我真係好勁。係啊，我真係好 proud of 自己。你 proud 唔 proud of 我
I crown myself queen. A bit embarrassed. Yes, I crown myself a queen. What? You're queen? Oh, I am a queen. You crown me queen. Yes, so I'm a queen in Copenhagen now. Can I rise up? Where's my elevating stage? Rise myself. 攝氏1度 OK 啦 ，Kit 係有用嘅，跟住2件羽絨。嚟到呢個哥本哈根嘅第3日啦，咁啊其實一落機就預咗會落雪，冇咯，一路拗極都拗唔到，雨啊落完啦，雪就冇啦，咁就今日暖啲啦，叫做因為都有1-2度嘅。
This cut is fresh.
巴士嘅時候咧，有街頭藝人認真嗰啲 jazz 嚟啊，聽下。係咪刑事偵緝檔案咧？
入唔到咧，開唔開心？都話入咗嚟先啦，睇唔到啦。
遊客。全世界有橋嘅地方就會有鎖。嘅，咁但係個 waitress 好好啊，就話啊，即係叫我哋15分鐘之後翻嚟咧就有台，果然真係有台啊，同埋好似淨係做 lunch 嘅啫。
Our one true cosplay diva, Jackson!